Joining us tonight on Wion Fine Print is Mariam Wardak, advocate and daughter of Zakia Wardak, who is a parliamentary candidate. She joins us live from Kabul. Mariam, thank you so much for taking time out to be with us here on Wion World is One. We are on the threshold of elections, less than 24 hours to go. Talk to us. It has not been easy campaigning. We've all been hearing of how difficult and how dangerous it is for anybody to campaign in the Afghanistan elections, especially women.
It is a difficult time for a democratic process. If men or women, it's dangerous for all. Of course, women are taking a much larger risk, putting their lives out on the line. However, I find that the love and admiration for women is so much more that it kind of makes up for that emptiness. Right.
And what are your thoughts? Because this elections is considered a rehearsal, or rather, a screen, a lifter before the presidential elections next year. How do you think things have shaped up so far? We've seen one of the most dastardly terror attacks on Afghanistan soil just before the elections.
Okay, I must say that this is a delayed election for 3 years, and it is an election that's going to be 6 to 7 months right before the presidential election. Yesterday, we had a very unfortunate incident where we lost one of Afghanistan's major heroes, General Razak, to an unfortunate incident, and one of our governors is also injured. This has caused a scare amongst the people. There is a delayed election in Kandahar for 1 week. The IEC has just announced it. But Kabul is in full swing. People are ready. There is a silence, a 48-hour silence for campaigners. Their volunteers are ready. Their observers are ready. The international community and the government of Afghanistan are ready to see the people who are going to come out to vote. We do have a new process, a new system, the system of stickers that are being placed on people's identification cards, where these people have been pre-registered. So we're just wondering if the pre-registered individuals are going to come out. We're actually hoping that they will.
Mariam, I have to ask you this. As a candidate, there's so much talk about the ballot papers. Over 2,500 candidates are in the fray in these parliamentary elections. As a candidate, what has been your message to those voting in these elections?
Okay, well, I'm not a candidate. My mother is a candidate. And her message is mainly for transparency, for a new face, a new image to come out and to revive the hope that has been lost in the past few years. There is going to be an electronic system. We have a biometric system that's going to be used first time ever in Afghanistan. So that is something that we are all excited and also very curious to know how it will be, how effective it will be, which will help us in the upcoming presidential election.
How hopeful are you that things will change from this elections onwards for Afghanistan? The war has been raging for 17 years. This is the closest that Afghanistan has got to being a democracy in recent times, especially in the recent years.
Well, I don't think that the war has been only 17 years. I think it's been 40 plus years for the Afghan people. But yes, for the international community, there has been a much more larger focus of fighting terrorism for the past 17 years. I am very hopeful. We have 2,300 people running for 200 and I believe 40 seats. I mean, and these are young people, they're businessmen, they're educated people, there are more women out running. Just in Kabul, where my mother is a candidate, there are 108 women running for 9 seats. This tells you that people want democracy. They want to bring a new system and they want to adjust the coming policies, and they want a stake in their country. And this is how hopeful I am. I am extremely hopeful that people are ready to go ink their finger blue, step into the biometric systems, which will also help us with consensus. I mean, it's just a changing, rapid period, but a hopeful period.
And do you see a better turnout at this parliamentary elections, probably the best ever turnout for an election in Afghanistan's history?
Well, I see the best coming out in regards to candidates, so I'm definitely hopeful. Yes, it's a new generation that's going to go out to vote. There's a generation transition that people have missed, and it's an exciting time. I see people whispering about what kind of people talking about the environment, talking about global warming. I mean, who would have thought that Afghanistan would be a discussion on global warming? There's not only discussion on security or diplomatic relations or regional issues or terrorism, but they're actually talking about much more urban development. They're talking about global warming, and this excites me.
Mariam Wardak, advocate and daughter of Zakia Wardak, the candidate, the parliamentary candidate for the elections in Kabul. Thank you so much, Mariam, for taking time out to be with us here on Wion Fine Print. And with that, it's a wrap here on the show. Thank you for watching. This is Krishna Kumar signing off.